Hello everyone, welcome in to my channel. This is a special reading, and this is reading, I was really got this message of that I needed to provide some information to those of you that have felt like you've been in some sort of karmic cycle for a long time. This could be years, right? And that you've have literally been stuck in some sort of loop, or you felt like you've been walking through a sludge of resistance for some time and you can't break through a certain ceiling. So this could apply to karmic loops, or just feeling like you've been trying to break through some ceiling in your life, or you can't accomplish something, or you haven't been able to bridge over to another level. So this is for stuck people that have felt this for, I think a lot of people were feeling that last year, but I don't think it was just last year. I think it hit a head last year when it came to frustration and impatience and just like over it. But this has been going on for years. So this is going to be a special reading for those of you that this applies to. And we're just going to get whatever needs to come through and what you need to know right now about this. Again, there's a theme right now about breakthroughs. So I really feel like this is kind of going to be some positive news for you. But let's go ahead and dive into the reading and see what needs to come through and what messages you need to hear in regards to those of you in this scenario. Okay. I'm going to be using a couple different oracles, and we're just going to pull cards here and see what comes out. So I got the Starseed Oracle. Double mission. Lightworker Starseed. Serve the world by being you. So this is definitely something that you all need to be aware of. Is for those of you this applies to, there's almost like just like it says, you've had a double mission coming into this incarnation here. I feel like there was certain karmic patterns, karmic templates that you did take on to break through. But I also feel like you have a higher mission as well. You are a starseed or light worker here. That's a confirmation. So you do have a higher mission here to focus and to, so it's like a dual mission, right? Part of it's like very human, and another part of it is more, coming in to help break the density and to help ascend the planet and people. Child of the cosmos, in the intelligence of the universe lies within you. I feel like you've had, for those of you watching, I feel like there's been a dormant intelligence. This is like the intelligence that is you innately, right? From a divine perspective, you are source, you are light. I do feel like this has been dormant. I feel like this reading is also confirming you are a child of the universe. You are source, incarnate. You are a representation of source. This to me is just a double confirming that you are a light worker. You are source incarnate. You came here with higher intelligence, higher gifts, a higher skill set. And I feel like, because I heard dormant, so this is where I feel like too, you feel like you've been hit a ceiling with your gifts, or you trying to open up or find your gifts. I feel like they've been dormant, and there was a reason for that. And I'm going to get one more here. The Great Severing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So this is interesting because we do have two things coming up that I feel like this is calling out to you guys. So we have Mars moving into Taurus on the 18th of May. That's going to be a good energy because that's also going to coincide with a lot of different astrological aspects. I'm not going to go into all them. Make sure to go watch my video. I put out a video the week of, I just want to get this timing right here. Depending on when you see this, the video came out the week of the 12th. Okay, I did put that out before the weekend of the 16th, 17th, because there was a lot of aspects happening 17th, 18th, 19th of May that were very important that involve Mars energy. So I feel like you should watch that because that will help give some perspective to this. We also have Mars squaring Pluto later in the month. And that is on the 25th of May. So I feel like this Mars energy happening in May, it's going to help sever you from these karmic cycles. It's going to help you sever from these loops. There's a reason that you were held back or why things didn't progress or things didn't happen. There's something about divine timing here. This to me is a kind of a combo, this card with Mars energy, anger, but also softening to love. So I feel like that's going to start happening on the 17th, 18th, when Mars moves into Taurus, at the same time that Venus moves into Cancer at 0 degrees. And then we have those conjunctions. So that's going to bring some sort of divine feminine and masculine kind of the yin and the yang together. And that's where I think that's also going to help soften things, but also help sever this karmic cycle for you. So this is happening in May. So this is why I was told I had to do this reading, because for those of you that have felt stuck for years, May's going to be a huge severing point to start this new path where you're going to break through the ceiling of where you've been stuck. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Yeah, there's some sort of truth being uncovered as well that's going to help you. You're going to start awakening to me, a higher truth. You're going to see a different perspective. May's going to awaken you to see why you had to go through this. And get more high level around an understanding of this life, what those karmic cycles were for or patterns, and you're going to get some higher wisdom here. And then these flew out. We have first light, beginning a new cycle. Yes, the new cycle is beginning in May for you. This is going to start a whole new karmic cycle for you, one that is going to free you from the old karma. It's going to start a whole new season, and it's going to be a lot lighter. And look at this, joy and delight, open your heart to joy. And this new cycle is really going to help you open your heart again and break through any energetic blocks from the past. And it's like I'm saying, the ceiling almost was like a block in regards to your receptivity to receive love, to receive abundance, to receive opportunities, or, receive attention or accolades, whatever it is you're looking for, receive, your soulmate. It's like you had a block around your being able to receive, if that makes sense. And now this is being cleared. It's like a veil lifting. And now it's going to be a lot lighter new cycle for you starting. And what did I just say? I think this is coming too. I've been talking about this for a while, about 2026 and kind of the phases of the first half of the year. But July is going to be the kind of when things we start to embody. It's kind of, the theme is embodiment, which means we're starting to finally stand in this new energy. We're standing in the new us. And we're starting to really, in a physical sense from the external world, things are going to start to manifest physically. And I feel like you're listening to this reading so that you know that this is changing in May. And to me, throughout the next couple months, you're really going to start to see it like life is going to start proving to you, like you're going to start seeing evidence of the change, of not being stuck anymore. Passion ignited. This also came out recently as well, and I feel like this is this card, it kind of sums up May. Where like, again, those of you who have felt a real lack of fulfillment in a lot of areas of your life, like life has not been fulfilling you, whether it's relationships, your work, what you're putting out in the world, things are going to start to ignite you again. You're going to start to actually feel again and know what passion feels like and know what excitement feels like, an adventure. And it's all going to start in a fire within you. And things are going to cross your path that are also going to inspire you, that are also going to activate you. And that's what this passion ignited to me means. And it's also a 1 card, an ace. And again, we have the new beginning and the beginning of a new cycle. A passionate new beginning here for you. And prosperity begins. So this is the beginning point. Okay, this is the initiation point, the activation. This is where we take the first step on the new path. And we start to go down that, and we're done with the old. We're done with the old. And this new path is going to be a lot more abundant and prosperous for you. And I feel like things that you dabble in or the energy you put out is going to come back to you like threefold. So we need to be very cognizant and aware of what we're putting out at this time, starting in May. This also ties to our thoughts, what we're thinking, and how we're communicating, how we're reacting. All of that, we are opening up to a higher perspective about all these little things, the little details, and how they end up impacting us. Because this is what we're starting to open up to, our abilities, and realizing that manifestation is going to happen a lot faster, and how we can use it to our advantage. And this card wanted to fly out, and foundation and achievements. So again, that's like the 4 of Wands here. So we're kind of, to me, with the 4 Wands, you think about that. The 4 Wands represents stability, right? Foundation. So we're like grounding into these new energies, and we're going to start seeing the impact here in our personal lives. And this is going to start to unfold for us. So we have, look at that, and that's the ace too. I just noticed that. So we have 2 aces here, and then we have the 4 of Wands. So we have a new beginning and this to me is also about a new change of also our home or our foundation of where we want to actually like root in, right? Like thinking of a tree, where do we want to plant roots? So I do feel like something could be changing. A lot of you could be moving or just like having these aha moments of your environment and also what you're putting around you, your relationships, the people around you. Do they support you in your new expanded path? And I think you're going to start, like, again, magnetizing new things, new people, new experiences. And it really is the experiences of our life that fill us, okay? It's not like these big things of like getting this huge promotion or even like buying the next biggest house. It's the small things. It's the little experiences where we follow our joy, where we follow our bliss. We follow things in the moment that give us passion. Those are the things that start building the fire, and it grows and gets bigger and bigger. So let's pull a couple more. Deception and envy. I think this is more of a caution here. The main thing that I'm picking up on this, why this is coming out, is the first thing I noticed was the mask. And we're taking off the mask that we've been wearing all our life. And that has been part of the karmic cycle. That we haven't truly stood up and been our authentic self. We haven't really followed the things that we really want in our heart of hearts. Whether it's because of fear, whether it's because of our belief systems that we felt like, oh, we could never have that, or we're not worthy. But a lot of those belief systems are created based on our environment, our programming, the people we live around, our community, our societies, right? Like they set templates for us as children. And it kind of kept us in a box, right? Fenced in a yard. But this fenced in yard is not what we want. It's not our happiness. It's not our truth, but it's the truth of others. So this to me is awakening to the deception of what we've told ourselves is things we have to do in our life, how we have to live, and shutting ourselves off from our soul calling us saying, no, this is what you're here to do, or this is what would make you happy, or yearning for something more than. And some of you, I kind of feel this like you feel the yearning for more than what you have, and you kind of almost like put yourself down of like, that's greedy, or like, oh, you're just being selfish, or you know what, you have obligations and responsibilities. Like you justify and put yourself down. It's like you have someone in, like an external person in your ear that you're listening to, but it's not the true you, right? All that voice is the voice of the external world. So it's time to take the mask off. It's the mask that we've created for ourselves to fit in, to get along, to be normal. I'm doing the quotes in the air. To be normal. But you're not normal, right? You're here, you're a light worker, you're a starseed. You're here with a bigger reason. All these cards flew out, so I guess I'm taking them. Partnerships and alliances, fertility. Yeah, so there is something changing around your partnerships and your networking, who you're connecting with. I feel like there's people or a person that you're going to be coming across as well that you're going to partner with in regards to like your higher mission. It doesn't necessarily have to be like very spiritual or metaphysical. Some of you are light workers and starred seeds that have certain specific missions that have to do with certain areas of life, like inventing something, or, making things easier for people, putting a product out there, focusing on rehabilitating, saving and rehabilitating animals. Like starseeds and light workers come down with all different sorts of missions. And you are prime right now. You are very fertile. I'm not speaking to the sense of like having a baby. That could be for some of you. But you're fertile in the sense of whatever seeds you plant right now are going to take off. And a lot of the seeds you've already sowed a long time ago. And they're about to give birth to a new reality. You're giving birth to something new in your life. And that is about to start here. And then we have the waiting game and spiritual union. Yeah, so you've been waiting. This is just confirming you've been waiting a long time. You've been impatient. You've been in a loop. These rings to me kind of represent the loop, the karmic loop of like going around and round and nothing changes. And it's the same things over and over, the same challenges, the same, dealing with the same drama or the same types of people. This could be relationships that are trauma bound, like trauma, like more karmically trauma bonded. That's the word. And spiritual union year. So there is a huge shift in relationships. So for some of you, this could be about a new spiritual union that's going to come in sometime the last half of the year. But the waiting is over. I think that's the big thing here. The wait is over. Things are shifting. This is all the reason why I really was being pushed to do this reading, because the universe was like, these people who have been stuck, who felt like they're just consistently trying to get out of, you know, the swamp, or what's the word I can't quicksand. Like you're just constantly trying to get yourself out of quicksand, it feels. So the universe needed you to hear this because they wanted you to know, like, things are going to start changing in May. Okay? And whenever you see this message, that applies to you. So if you see this message 3 months from May, you're like, either some of you may, you know, this is all about divine timing, right? So if you're watching this in May, the shift is in May, right? If some of you find this in, you know, whatever, July, you needed to hear this in July. So, or even if you came across this a year from now, there's a reason that you needed to hear this because, right, we're all on different timelines. We're all on different paths. We all have different divine timing when it comes to different shifts and changes in our life. So for the majority, there's a huge collective of lightworkers and starseeds that May is a big turning point for you. For others, it may happen a little later. But if you're, like I said, if you're watching it now, it applies for you now. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to put my cards down here. But yeah, thanks for joining in. And for sure, like and subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, more kind of one-off readings are going to be coming. I'm getting tapped a lot more to be like, okay, you need to do a reading on this or that. Like, it's been coming pretty fast and furious, which I'm gonna do because you guys, for some reason, there's definitely people that need it. Because that's why I'm being tapped by the universe to put the reading out there. All right, guys, have a good May, and I will see you in the next reading.